Y'all come on in, hang out. There we are. What's up, y'all? Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm gonna take some tags off, y'all. Oh, hold please. That pumpkin from over there. That's on the bottom shelf. Y'all let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey, y'all can hear me? Yes, loud and clear. Perfect. Perfect, you guys. You had to go across the ways here to get the pumpkin that I wanted. Good morning. So, yeah, just come on in, hang out. Still doing some fall, which is okay. Taking the tags off of this stuff. These are pretty, you guys. These leather looking leaves. I like these. So just come on in, hang out. Oh, I love the. Oh, these are beads. They're not just berries. Like they clustered up like wood beads together to make them look like berries. Is that cool? Yo, I've been dying to use these since the other day I was in the warehouse. I was like, I want to use those. Let me see this. Look how pretty these are. Love these. It's like an antique gold berry stem. Oh, this is called the berry laurel spray. But this week I've been making a lot of like little like centerpieces on the app. So we're kind of gonna make something like that today. I think I'm gonna have to bring this in. Yep. Look how pretty that looks, you guys. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Karen. Hey, Kathleen. That looks pretty. That looks yummy. Yeah, I do love fall. I love all the colors, like the oranges and the mustards and the greens and all that stuff. Hey, Shelly. But how pretty this is. I love some little raffias. So what I've been doing on the page, you guys, is a lot of centerpieces that can also they're using the bundle method, you guys. The bundle method, which is one of my tried and true methods. I think it really takes like the guesswork out of wreath making. Partly, yes, you still have to put the color combinations together. Yes, you still have to put all the things together, but with a few simple, quick, easy steps, you can make something really pretty in no time. So like this, we've got our one stem of leaves. Actually, I have another one here. This is a little bit bigger. So last week we glued in a lot of florals last week, right? If you were here last week, we did that grapevine wreath and we did our bow and we did florals. We did some grass and we did some laurel leaf. I think kind of like that. But with this, you don't have to glue anything together. So we brought in this leaf, which I absolutely love this. And I love these, you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but these are made out of fabric. But can you hear them? Like if you're crunching, like if you're stepping on leaves. When you make the viral 14-inch grapevine, you use 14 or 16 stems. On a 14-inch, you use 14, 16, 16. And then on a 18-inch, you can bump it up between 18 and 22, depending on the size of the grapevine. Beth, depending on that size of grapevine, you can use. So I kind of use the oval as a good starting point. So 14-inch, you're going to use 14 grass bushes, 16-inch, 16, 18. 18 is where it gets a little tricky because some of those 18-inch ones, you guys, get really, really big. So I always say 18-inch ones can go between 18 and about 22 bushes. Okay, so we're going to start off with this stem right here, and then we're going to layer on some more leaves. Love this fall leaf one, you guys. And this is actually pretty inexpensive. All of this stuff came from DecoExchange, so you can find it in the app. You can also find it online, DecoExchange.com. We're just going to bring that in right there. Okay? Notice how everything I'm doing has a central spine. Everything I'm doing, layering on top of each other, has a central piece. That's where everything's going. Then I'm going to bring in this one, which has a little bit more, not whimsiness, but it's got some different textures in it. It's got some berries. This is actually one of my favorite berry stems, and I don't think I ordered it for this year, which I'm a little bummed I didn't, but you know, it's okay, because that means I'll just have to go again and I'll have to buy some more, right? So we're going to take that, fluff it out, layer that right on top. Look at that. Okay. Okay, so we've got all three of those stems right there. And one thing I'm going to tell you guys, some of these stems are a little bit more inexpensive, so I want them more towards the back. Now, this larger one is not inexpensive, but it's because it is my larger one, I want that in the back. Then I'm going to bring in some other stuff that's a little bit more inexpensive, because the next two stems are ones that are definitely a little bit higher priced, right? And I don't want this to be buried back behind anything. So I'm gonna come on in. I've already fluffed this one out. Really pretty. I love this bush, this stem, you guys. And we're gonna set that right in there. Okay. Look how pretty that is. I've got some oranges, I've got some yellows, I've got some golds, perfect for fall. And then I want to bring in a totally different texture, and that's going to be these like faux leather leaves. And we're going to put that all right in the middle. Again, focusing on that central spine. So look how pretty that looks. Nice and rich looking. And because I told you guys it was going to be no glue, no stress, no mess, right? And come on in with a zip tie. And this is also something like if you're doing for yourself and you just want to have this wreath on the inside, you just want something on like a mirror and you just don't want to have to go buy a new one. Yo, you can make this and then use this stuff for the following year. Right? I'm bringing some of the stuff from the back. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, so we've done that one. So one, and now we have to make the other one. On a lot of projects like this, you guys, normally I buy threes, but on something like this, I can definitely do just twos because y'all look how big this stem is. This stem is, it's already pretty big. Yeah, you can use whichever ones you like, Teresa, whichever zip ties you like. Move that out of the way. So this is kind of like, if you've been watching us on the DecoExchange app, this is what I've been basically doing the past few days, is making stuff like this. I gotta fluff this out. So one thing about something like this is you have a lot of uses for it. You have quite a few uses for it. It's not just for a centerpiece. I'll tell you, this is probably the easiest and best way to make a garland. Once you put everything together. And I know so many of you that are watching love projects that don't require a lot of glue. I know I love a no glue project. If I can make something pretty without having to turn on that glue gun, yes, please. So just bringing this in, we're zip tying it. But I agree with you, Teresa, what you said earlier about the zip ties. I usually use a thicker one. The thicker ones are a little bit harder to Hulk smash. To Hulk it. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, if you're going to reuse this for the following year or something, I would definitely not cut up the stems. Would not, but because we're not going to reuse this, I'm actually going to cut up the stems. I like to keep some length on it. Okay, so I've got my two stems, and this is kind of what I do. I like to butt them up against each other and see where I can cut them. Okay. So now we've got two. We've got two really pretty bundles. Now, something about this too is you can use these like in a tall vase if you wanted to. And you can, if it's just flat back, or if you wanted to, two. Y'all, look how quick and easy that arrangement is. It's really pretty, nice, and full. If you want to, make a really nice, lush, luxe fall garland, guess what? Imagine like 3 or 4 of these all together. Really, really pretty. No glue. You don't have to have a base, right? You don't have to have a base. So we've got that. You can put a bow on it if you wanted to. You could put a third one up at the top. Make it a really nice big swag. But also butt them up together like this and create a little centerpiece. Which is what we're going to do today. But I'm also going to show you guys how you can take this and put it on a 16-inch oval grapevine. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not going to lie, I would love to have seen this in a fall garland. Like, can y'all imagine that? Like, if you have a really big, pretty door and you have just bundles going all the way across, up and down, yes, please. On your mantle. So on the middle section right here, I am bringing in some zip ties, and we're going to zip tie this all together. Yeah, it's really wild, like, I'm seeing things right now that I'm literally in the soundproof studio, but there's a doorway here, and I can look out, and all I see is tables and chairs, and I'm like, it's crazy to think that now we have tables and chairs for students to come in and learn how to do stuff with us. About how many bundles would you need for a 6-foot garland? I would do either 6 or 7. Okay. Oh, y'all, look how pretty this is. I love all the different textures in it with the leather, and then you've got the gold berries, and then you've got like this thistly stuff, and then you've got leaves, and you've got the raffia. So usually it's bundle. I kind of want to tell you, Lori, it's kind of like a bundle per foot. Yo, I have gone through so many zip ties this week. It's not even funny. It's gorgeous. Thank you. And I do like to make sure all of my stems get somewhat zip tied together. Ooh, you made a grapevine using the thistle pick. I love that thistle pick. It's really pretty. There they are. there we go. There is our little swag. Let me see this, you guys. Because I really want to add this 4-inch leopard in, because I love me some leopard. Let me see. I want that. Oh, 100%. You can definitely make this as a door hanger. Let me ring that in. I think that. I'm not crazy about this with this. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Gracious day. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get some scissors. Do we have scissors? Thank you. I thought there was some up here, but I guess they're not. Unless I'm blind and I don't see them, you guys. Are they under this? So, on the public platform, like the page, I'm normally not giving y'all the measurements, but I'll give y'all the measurements for the ribbons here. So, ooh, a little wild, a little crazy. I'm starting off with a tail. I want to start off with 14 inches. Pinch and twist. 14 inches. Pinch and twist. Okay. Now, every time I do a set of loops, I go up an inch. So someone asked me that the other day, like, how do you know? So if I start off with a 14 inch, it's going to give me 7-inch loops. Then I go from 14 to 15. Pinch. So that's what I do. I go from, I always start off with one length. So I'll do 14 and then I always go up an inch. I think I answered that. Could you just be a door hanger right at a bow? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yep. I totally answered that. Kind of just go off of what's in the design majority of the time, Catherine. It's normally what I do. Like there's some golds. There's definitely some like creams on the beads. There's some browns. Okay. And then we're going to bring in our animal print, which is our leopard. I'm not going to lie, I kind of wish I had a gold lame background. What kind of hanger would you use for a door hanger? So we did 14, 15, 16. That means the next one is 17. Now, of course, you can always do this in the bow maker as well if you wanted to. If that's what you use, you'll start off with your 4-inch ribbons first, and then work your way up to your 7/8 inch, your 1.5 inch. So adding in another tail of that leopard print, really, really pretty. Oh, it's pretty. Now, I'm going to come on in with my zip tie. Right, Tracy? You can never go wrong with some leopard. There's a lot of people that don't like leopard. I love leopard. We've had it for a while. Well, I can't say we've had this one for a while because this one was a restock. But we've carried this leopard one before. It's a new deluxe brand leopard. Okay. So I'm going to come on in. I can give you the SKU. LX109104. LX109104. Okay. So, something to talk about here is, can you imagine if you needed to make a wreath and a swag or like a centerpiece? You could literally make the same exact thing, you guys. The same exact thing twice. And one can be the centerpiece. And one can be the wreath. You don't have to use all 4-inch. You don't have to just use 4-inch. Like if you don't like to use 4-inch, you don't have to. Honestly, like, I know some of y'all are afraid of 4-inch ribbons. Don't understand it, but okay. So with this, okay. So very easily, you have your centerpiece. You have something for your mantle. You have something for over your door, over a mirror. But now you want a wreath, right? Now you want a wreath. You're like, dang. All you have to do is give some of these stems a curve, not too much. I love 4-inch ribbon. I love 6-inch ribbon. I've even worked with 12-inch ribbon. Love it. Yep. Hey, Margaret. So imagine you literally have made, if you have, let's just say 2, 4, 6, 6 stems of each, you have yourself a centerpiece, and over the mirror swag, and you have a wreath. You can also make a garland. So, no mess, no stress, no glue. And if you wanted to add just a little extra, you can come on in, add yourself a pumpkin. I'm not going to, I just wanted to show y'all what it would look like with a pumpkin in the middle of it. Just do not, just a little bit, you guys can see all of it. But if you wanted to, you could definitely 100% put this in there. Now you would attach the pumpkin. There are some, you can use your stems from your arrangements. All right, you can run that through. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it, you guys. We're gonna do this. Always, honey, always. I love how Jordan says a little extra and pulls out a 10, 12-inch pumpkin. Always, honey, always, always extra. Why be basic? Right, so I can come on in through my, so just taking that, run that stem through my grapevine. Also come in through the back. Need a little help. Use your table to your advantage. Okay, so I did have the hot glue gun on. That I did. Did I finally kill the glue gun? But yeah, I'll glue that in. But there we have it, you guys. Gotta trim up my tails just a little bit. Well, Heather, that means on your door, you can have thick and juicy wreaths. Now, have you shown them that those big, thick, and juicy wreaths just aren't for the door? Yeah, because I love my thick, juicy wreaths, and I do love a pancake wreath too, but my customers already know me because I love big, over-the-top stuff. Showing them different ways to display it. That might help you too, Heather. That might help you. Okay. So if we wouldn't have added the pumpkin in, you guys, we would have needed no glue, right? Would have needed no glue. Oopsie. But the same things you guys have seen, if you've seen us on the DecoExchange app, you guys, of course, it's free to download. You can always download that for free, and you can watch us there. But I've been doing this exact same method on all of those centerpieces. All those centerpieces, and everyone's always asking, can this be on a wreath? 100%. You could 100% take that, those two bundles, put it on a wreath, and boom, done. And this one's a 16-inch oval grapevine. Had to think about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue that in. go. And then got some right back here. And there we go, you guys. That's it. You could even do 2 pumpkins if you wanted to. 3, 9. Not really. But just showing that you guys can use the 2 bundles together as a centerpiece, as a swag, a garland, for a wreath. Okay? But, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Hopefully, I'm hopeful, you guys, hopeful that this was going to be the last fall design. I got lots of Christmas at home, so I will be back home next week in my regular work area next Thursday, and that's where we will be at. Okay? So, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to get off of here because we're going to go look for some more product. And y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.